Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing a 3 looks 1 palette with the Adept and Heather Austin eyeshadow palette. I received this from one of you guys for my birthday. I've only done a look with it before, but that's why I want to jump in and do 3 looks. I really want to play with this, experiment with it, and get comfortable with it. I'll probably share swatches as well, but yeah, here she is. If you're new here, I'm Megan. Be sure to subscribe before you leave. I post every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And if you like this video at any time while watching, hit the like button as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so I've got you all nice and scoochied in. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Bobbi Brown base and get it all blended out. This palette is one of the newer ones to my collection. One of you actually gifted it to me for my birthday, and I've only used it once. I did a get ready with me using it, and I will link that video if you want to check it out as well. So that's why I wanted to do a 3 looks 1 palette with it, because we are coming up, you know, on the end of the year, and I really just want to make sure everything in my collection is the things that I want in my collection. So I wanted to get more familiar with the Heather Austin palette. I think with my shirt, I actually think I'm gonna do something with this purple. I think I'm just gonna go in with it all over on the outer, and then I'm gonna do like a shimmer across the lid. That is my thought. Like, that's something that I would do on a day-to-day, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in with the PA02 here and just start applying that on this outer portion here. And as you can see, this has a really dark base. Like, I feel like it's leaning a little. Look how black that base is. And I'm using, I was like, is my brush dirty? But I don't think that it is. Maybe it is. What the hell? Okay, time out. We're gonna start over because I want to make sure that I'm giving this a fair shot. Okay, so I finished up this eye, and then I went ahead, reprimed this eye, like gave it a chance to dry, and now I'm gonna go back in with it. I thought that brush was clean because I just washed my brushes last night. So usually when I do that, I pull out the clean ones and put them in the cup, but maybe I missed one and it still had some color in it, because as you can see, this is looking much different now. I was like, what the hell? It's like black. But now we're getting the correct color payoff here. I knew the math wasn't mathin'. But this shadow is blending out really nicely. I'm starting to find myself, probably because we're going to the fall winter season, really excited about colors like this. I've done like 3 or 4 looks over the past couple days using like a shade like this. Thankfully, I have a lot of these kinds of shades in my collection because I'm freaking into it. I think this shade looks absolutely freaking gorgeous. Now for the lid, I was thinking we have several options. I have used this one before. I was thinking maybe we would go into Scrubs or Hey Y'all. Ooh, look at that flip. I think I'm gonna use this one today. I think that would be more fun to try out with y'all. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glitter glue on the eyes, and then I'm gonna go in with a paddle brush, because I can't remember when I did the last look if I used a brush or my finger or what to apply it, which, I mean, I'm sure it's gonna look better with a finger. Most special shades and shimmers do. But if I can get away with it with a brush, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's check it out. Okay, I've had that everywhere that I want. I'm gonna go into the shade, and it is Scrubs. Right here, it's a really beautiful, so you may be able to see it in the mirror. Yeah, purple to blue flip, really, really gorgeous. And I'm gonna just start pushing that on the old lid. Okay, I'm gonna use a different brush than the one that had the glue on it, because I don't know, it's being a little weird, I think. There we go. Really pretty. Wow, the shade is so like soft as well. Whew. Oh my gosh, can you guys see this? Like, as I'm applying it, I can just see like the shifts and how pretty they are. Like, it's insane. Taking it up through the area there. Yeah, I think that looks so gorgeous. And I'll go back in with that deep shade and just apply a little more to bring it back together. But this shade is special. For sure. And I could see this going with a lot of other colors too. Like, there's not a blue in this palette, but it would look gorgeous with a blue, or even with a black, I feel like. Would look really stunning as well. And as you guys can see, we're not getting like a lot of fallout or anything, so that's nice too. I'm gonna go back in with this one and just add a little bit out here to kind of make sure, you know, we're not losing it. Yeah, super pretty. I do. So the green and the gold in this palette like look like the hardest for me as far as like, you know, knowing what to do with them. So I am going to make a goal. You will see a look with these two. But yeah, let me go ahead and clean up the under eyes, finish all the final touches, and then I'll be back to show you the finished first look. Okay, so here is finished look number 1. All I did was take a little more of that PA02 shade and drug that down under the lower lash line. Honestly, I think that this looks really beautiful. I'm hoping that you guys will be able to see the shift in the shadow. Man, it's just so stinking pretty. I honestly cannot wait to dive into the next 2 looks and just play with it a little bit more. That way I can build my comfortability to the point where I'm like, yeah, like I'll reach for this right before work because I feel more comfortable with it. That's where I'm hoping to get with it. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay All Nighter. I experienced quite a bit of creasing in yesterday's look, so I'm going to switch up my base and hope it takes care of that issue. I'm going in with the shade Mythology up into the crease and transition. I was expecting this to be a bit more yellow than it is. It's definitely pulling kind of pea soupish once I have it on my lids. So I'm going to go in with the green shade next, which is Magnolia. I was originally planning on going in with the brown, but I thought that this would match a little bit better. As you can see, I am having some major struggles with this green shade. I don't know what the heck is going on, but it's patchy as hell. It's literally just blending off. Like, look how shitty this green is. Okay, I'm gonna try I'm gonna try it on the other side and just hope that it's a fluke over here. I know I was doing a voiceover, but I'm so irate I cannot keep my mouth shut. And I'm just doing like a tapping motion like I normally do with shadow. Switch the brush out because I thought maybe that was the issue. This side definitely looks better, but it does not look good. See if I can get it though. It's like it literally just bounced off my lid and fell onto my cheek. Like it wouldn't even stick to my lid at all. That is so freaking weird. Okay, well. So I'm going to attempt to just fix it with a shimmer. I'm going in with the shade Austin all over the lid, which actually looks super pretty. It's pulling really nice with the greens and with the yellows. It even has a little bit of a pink shift. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so look number 2 was definitely a bit of a journey, but here it is finished. I will insert a close-up just so you guys can see a little bit better, especially that shimmer I think is really pretty. So hopefully I can catch some of the reflex going on in that. I ended up wiping off this eye because I don't know what was going on with the green, but it was so bad. When I went back in with the green shade, it did better, but similar to this eye, it was still pretty patchy and not blending out well. To start, I wasn't even planning to use the green today. I was actually planning to use this shade and this shade. But when I got this shade on my lid, it pulled a more like pea soupy color than like a neon green. So I had to pivot and I was like, okay, that's fine. I think that would pair really well with the green. And I think it does pair well with the green. I just really struggled with the green, as you guys saw. And that's why I ended up taking the shimmer all over the lid to try and just cover up some of that patchiness we had going on because it was just a lot. I used the Austin shade, which is the one right here. Has a bunch of really beautiful green, yellow, orange reflex in it, which is why I think that it looks really pretty with this color. I will keep you guys posted on creasing today because like I mentioned, the look yesterday creased really bad, which is why I went in with my Urban Decay all-nighter. So hopefully we don't experience any of that. I will have this on all day at work. So, yeah, we'll be able to definitely get like a full day wear test out of it. So yeah, I don't really know how I'm feeling about this right now. I might, for my third look, I might actually do 2 looks just because I know I want to play with some more of these shimmers. The ones that I really want to try out are like these 3. And then I want to use this matte again. So I'm probably going to do 2 looks for the last look, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I need to go. So I will see you guys for look number 3. Okay, so I've already went in and primed with my Urban Decay Potion Primer and set my eyes. Yesterday, I did experience creasing still. It wasn't as bad as the first day, but it was still pretty bad. So I'm going to try something a little bit different today and hope that that helps with the creasing issue. I am just going to go ahead and go in with the Atlas shade here, this like brown gingery shade. And we're going to do 2 looks today because I really feel like I need to get a better idea of what I'm gonna want to do with this palette. So I'm gonna go in with this all over on the outer portion of the lid. This is the shade that I had used before in the Get Ready With Me, and I didn't have any issues with this shade at all. As you can see, it's blending out really nice. I just think that green shade I just think it's not good. There's something with it that's just, because I think that looks really, really nice. I'm going to bring it in just a tad. And then I'm going to go in with some glitter glue. And I'm hoping I guess I used glitter glue the first day. But I'm hoping since we have the Urban Decay primer and we have the NYX glitter glue, that maybe we won't experience any creasing. Because these shimmer shades are beautiful, you guys. But bottom line, if they're going to crease really bad on me, I'm not going to reach for them because I typically work really long hours and I just don't have time for creasy shadow. I'm going to go in with the shade Video Chat here, which is like a orange, gold, green flip kind of situation. Really, really beautiful looking in the pan. Oh, yeah. So stunning. And I'm going to wear this today. It had begun creasing the other days around 3 to 4 hours. So I'll have this on at least that long. I'm home for the day. So that is nice. I have some errands to run. So my plan is to do this, come back, check in, and do my final thoughts. And by then, you know, actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I was going to upload this while I was out. I will update because the Wi-Fi, okay, while I'm talking, I'm going to go in with this shade. The Wi-Fi at my house is just like trash. So since I'm going into town, I want to take the opportunity to upload this content to my channel so I can clear up the space on my phone to film a little bit later. So what I'll do is if I experience any creasing with these two looks, then I will update the description box and let you know. So now I was wanting to use one of these 3 shades. So let's just, oh, they're all so pretty, honestly. Let's do this shade with this one, I think, is what I want to do. And that's what's killing me. Like, these are so pretty, but I'm just like, if they're gonna crease, you know? So I'm gonna go into the PA02 shade, which I know we used that earlier in the video, but I mean, we have 4 mattes, guys, so there's naturally gonna be some overlap. And this shade is really pretty. Honestly, probably my favorite shade in the palette. I don't know. I'm just like into these like maroony colors right now. Probably because of the season, but they just look so stunning. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of glitter glue on the lid where I'm going to place that shimmer. And then I'm going to use the shimmer that is 0603, which is this one right here. And I'm going to just go in with my finger. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's like a gray with like a blue base kind of situation. Really stunning. Yeah, I think that looks really pretty. Probably gonna get a little baby blending brush and just add a little bit of that PA02 shade up in there so we have a better kind of like blend going on. So we have a little bit of the purple up in here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead, clean up the under eyes, finish my face, and I'll be back for my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, so here are the finished looks. I will zoom you in so you can get a little bit of a closer look per usual. I'm really unsure about my feelings with this palette. I think it's gonna have a lot to do with how these shadows wear today. I'm not like, it's not any surprise that the shimmers are absolutely freaking beautiful. They are. They look so stunning, sparkly on the lid, absolutely gorgeous. But I really just have a hard time with super creasy shadow. Like, I know some people don't mind that, but I do not like creasy shadow. This is my first Adept palette. So if you're someone that's tried a lot of their palettes, let me know. Or even if you have this one, is that normal? Or is there something that some kind of technique that you use that there's less creasing? I don't know. I just think it's weird because I know the Adept formula is highly talked about. So I'm confused as to why I'm having issues with it. So yeah, if you're familiar with their formula, fill a girl in, because day one I had insane creasing with this shade. And then yesterday I had a decent amount of creasing with this shade. Wasn't as bad, but you could see it. And then today I'm obviously wearing, what am I wearing? These two shades, and I'll update the description box on how they held up. I tried, some different methods as far as base priming to hopefully lock them in a little bit better. And then the only matte that I really struggled with was this green. That was god awful. I don't know what was happening, but it was absolutely terrible. You guys saw it. I didn't seem to have that issue with any of the other mattes. They're not the best mattes I've ever tried, but they're definitely workable, and I didn't struggle with them. And that's the thing, I have mattes that I prefer and that blend themselves. Not every matte is going to be that way. I understand that. But as long as they are workable and I can get a nice look out of them, I'm not going to fault the matte for that. But this was beyond help. It was just bad. I do not have that kind of time in the morning to be messing around like that. So that was a big turn off for me. Honestly, it wouldn't bother me to just not use that shade in this palette, because I think the rest of it is pretty. I think it is so pretty. Maybe it's my eyelids are too oily for this particular formula. I'm not sure. So let me know in the comments your experience with the Adept cosmetic formula. Maybe you have some tips or tricks that I didn't try today. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm really kind of on the fence about what I want to do with this palette moving forward. We're coming toward the end of the year. I might try to get another look or two in with it to just help me further decide, because I want it to work. It's so pretty. I want it to work. But yeah, I'm struggling with it a little bit. So let me know. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this palette. I hope you enjoyed this palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We got a bonus look out of it. That's always fun. Yeah, if you made it this far, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you know. And yeah, I will see you all in my next one. Bye.